Title.
Stan's Thinking Joke Shop. There was a man who was wandering the streets and not eaten in days. You might call him homeless.
A little louder.
The homeless man walked up to a man waiting for a bus and said, "I haven't had a bite in weeks." So the man at the bus stop looked in his pockets and said, "I don't have any spare change." The homeless man replied, "That's okay. I don't have any change either."
Okay, Stan, next.
Next one. There was a rabbi and a Catholic priest playing miniature golf at a local golf place. The rabbi was getting bored and said to the priest, "Would you like to wager something that I can make a hole-in-one through the windmill?" "Okay," said the priest. "What shall we wager?" "Well," said the rabbi, "how about if I make the hole-in-one, you convert to Judaism, and if you make the hole-in-one, I will become a Catholic." So the rabbi tried to make a hole-in-one but missed badly. The priest carefully hit the ball and did make a hole-in-one. "Well, Rabbi, it looks like you will be a Catholic now." "Just a minute," said the rabbi. He pulled a yarmulke out of his pocket and handed it to the rabbi. "What's this?" asked the priest. "It's a yarmulke." "I don't understand," said the priest. "Either do I," said the rabbi. Like that?
That's good. Isn't that good, Stan?
Very good.
You like that? Yeah. All right.
I don't get it. Can you explain that to me?
Harry is the expert on that.
No, Stan.
I really don't understand that.
What would make this hilarious?
You don't get it? It's a
No.
yarmulke. I don't understand, said the priest. "Either do I," said the rabbi. You
I don't get it. Can someone
No,
explain
what
that
is
to
it?
me?
Well, maybe Harry's the expert joke.
Seriously, I mean,
Stan,
Let's move on to the next
Okay,
joke
let's go.
rather than dwell
do you get
on the
it?
last joke.
Obvious.
Okay, this is a very obvious
just
joke.
know it was a
Anyway,
great
this wait, this is a great.
Two hookers
Ryder wrote
approached a police car,
Who did?
and the first hooker said to the second hooker, "Let's go try and pick up the two cops." "You're crazy," said the second hooker, "but it sounds like fun." So they both approached the cops in the squad car. The policeman smiled and said, "How can I help you ladies?" "We were hoping that you wanted to have a good time." "Now wait a minute," said the cop, "that's illegal." The first hooker laughed and said, "No shit, Sherlock."
These are original like that.
Okay,
the press hot.
isn't that?
That was pretty good.
You like that, Stan? Okay.
I'm sorry to say this, but I don't get it.
Charlie doesn't get it, folks.
All right, it's not,
Go to
I
the
just don't
next
get it.
one is hilarious. Not.
A Bengal tiger was caged at the Bronx Zoo. Every day a small boy taunted him, sticking out his tongue. The tiger became enraged and began swiping at the boy, just missing him, but he only swiped at the air. However, one day when the boy stuck his tongue out, the tiger managed to scratch the boy's arm. The next day, the boy came back with his arm in a sling, and again he stuck his tongue out. The angry tiger scratched his leg this time, and the boy fell to the ground crying. The next day the boy didn't return, and the tiger wondered why. He heard the zookeeper say, "That boy isn't here today. Do you know why?" The tiger listened more closely. "Because it's a school day." The tiger laughed.
Is that the end?
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Oh my
What
God!
does it mean?
I don't get it. I still don't get
Okay,
that.
next one,
Okay.
Stan. This is a short one.
What do they call a device that allows you to see through a wall?
A window.
A window. Very good. Final joke.
Oh, no, please, no more.
Yes, this is it, folks. This is it.
That's it?
Yep, this is the final joke.
Okay.
One ant said to the other, "How come people step on us?" "I don't know," said the second ant, "but if I put a U in ant, then this could be a joke about a relative."
They're getting better.
That's our jokes for today.
Needs a job.
Now, a man who was wandering the streets, he had not eaten in days. You might call him homeless. The homeless man walked up to a man waiting for a bus and said, "I haven't had a bite in weeks," so the man bit him.
What do you think about that on the social level, Stan?
On a social level, sounds a little bit cannibalistic to me.
So is that trying to say that in our society we are not kind to each other? Is that your interpretation of
I
that?
don't know. I think there are segments of society where people aren't kind to each other. Yeah, but you know.
Now, in the second joke, the rabbi playing miniature golf.
You tell me.
Okay, that's his symbol. That's his.
That's
his
your
trademark.
trademark. Do it one more time, Stan, for the folks.
You tell me.
Okay. Now, in the second parable, Stan, we talk about the windmill, right?
The wine mill or the windmill?
No, the windmill.
The windmill.
Right. You think it said windmill? It was a
Whatever.
windmill.
That's whatever you say, Larry.
Okay. So I can't even talk. It's so funny. But the windmill, what do you think that symbolizes?
A wine mill. Mill that goes round and round.
But in society, what does that
What
try to
does it
say?
represent in that story?
A windmill? A wine mill?
Yeah.
Uh,
Whatever you want.
You tell me.
I like that. Very good.
Yeah. Well, so what does it mean to you?
Okay, let's
You tell me.
break this down. What does a windmill do, or wine mill?
Goes round and round.
But what does it do? It doesn't just go round and round for no reason.
It has like
It's for the
propellers,
purpose
like
of.
propellers on it,
Yeah.
and it goes around.
What's
and
the
around.
purpose of it, though?
Creates wind. Creates wine.
No, it doesn't.
No,
Oh,
you don't do- no, see,
it
Stan,
doesn't create wine.
No. What were the original windmills? The ones in Holland. What were they used for?
You tell me.
Do you know?
No.
You don't. Okay. Originally, windmills were used to grind what?
Wheat,
Wheat?
Yes.
grain,
Grain.
create flour.
Oh.
See? Okay.
So the wind propelled the grinding mechanism.
Right.
So what does it relate to society? Let's go back to the
Remember
parable.
Vandy camps? Remember what was their symbol?
A windmill.
Right. Or a wind mill.
Wine.
Depending on what part of the country you come from. Because in California, they say,
Wine mill.
right. And in Northern California, they say,
Wine mill.
right. And in Nevada, they say,
Wine mill.
right. But back east, they say,
Wine mill.
Stan knows his geography
I
very
know.
well.
What do they say in the deep south?
Wine mill.
That's it. That's it, Stan. You tell me. Okay. So now, let's look at, you know what's interesting about, when we talk about the two hookers and the policeman, you know, and when they said that to him, you know,
How do you think he felt about it?
what did he feel when they said, "No shit, Sherlock"?
What did he feel after she said that?
Yeah.
What did he feel
Yeah.
afterwards?
First of all, what does that word mean, that phrase mean?
No shit, Sherlock.
Right.
Like, no kidding.
Why? What's the Sherlock have to do with it?
Yeah, what does that have to do with it?
It's just a term.
What,
It's
no, but
terminology.
no. There's a history behind Sherlock. What does it mean?
You know, Sherlock was sort of a thin man. He probably didn't eat a lot. No shit, Sherlock.
That's not what it was.
No. Did you ever hear of?
You tell me.
Did you ever hear of Sherlock Holmes?
Yes.
And so, now that you know that information,
Then what does it mean?
You tell me. You tell me.
all right, I will tell you.
Okay.
It's like Sherlock Holmes. What was he? Do you remember?
He was a detective.
Okay, and so you say, no shit, Sherlock. That means
I mean, it's
It's
the
like
real
you-
thing, right? It's Sherlock Holmes.
It means like, no kidding, you're so
No
smart
kidding, right.
that you have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure that
Right,
out.
right.
Sarcastic, right?
Right, now, let's go to the Bengal tiger, who was angry at the little boy.
Are you
What
listening?
issues did the Bengal tiger have?
What issues? He had issues?
Yeah,
Self-esteem.
yeah,
Self-esteem.
Does Jim know?
yeah, self-esteem.
Self-esteem.
You see, he was listening to the parable,
You had to be listening to
but see, the tiger was thinking. It was stream of consciousness.
Tiger was thinking?
He was thinking. He was thinking. He was thinking. The tiger was thinking, this boy's making fun of me. I've got to do something about it. Right? He's sticking his tongue out at him. Right. So he slashed the boy in the arm. Right?
Yes.
Then he slashed the boy in the leg. And yet they still didn't put him to sleep, did they?
No.
No. They kept him alive. Why?
He was a child, right?
Huh? No, they kept the tiger alive.
Get the tiger alive?
Right. He maimed the little kid, but they
Stan,
didn't do
do
anything.
you have any last comments for this segment? Because we have to,
Yeah.
running out of time here for this segment.
Well, I'd like to know a little bit more about these jokes and what they mean. However, I'm going to have to phrase the question to both Harry and Charlie. You tell me.
Okay, Stan, it's ended. It's ended. It's now ended.
So tell him, he's asked you so many times.